What up? This is Robert Ory.
Ory, three-pointer. Buries it.
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Ory for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Ory from downtown.
All right. Let's do our little Friday bonus show. We call it the Shoot Around. We've done about 79 of these jokers. It is the Big Shot Bob podcast. If you haven't subscribed yet and you haven't caught the Tuesday show, go back, check it out. We do the big show, or this week it was Wednesday, but usually every week we got the big show Tuesday. And we try to throw you a little fun extra show on Fridays for a little bonus we call the Shoot Around. If you ever have a topic or a question for us, we're at Big Shot Bob Pod pretty much everywhere. And I like to do this every month or so. I want to see if you guys can guess who the current top 10 are in the NBA's MVP ladder. So this is according to NBA.com. They give you the top 10 about every month. They roll one out. And I've got the most updated MVP ladder. I'm curious to see if you guys can pull down some of the names on it because some of them are shocking.
Giannis.
Number 3.
Of course. Joker is number 1.
Number 2.
Number 2?
LeBron.
Is not in the top 10.
No. SGA.
That's your number 1 right there.
That's not number 1.
Number 1 is SGA.
Ant-Man.
Number 10. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's not on the list.
He's not on the list.
No, I'm sorry.
It's I think Tatum is. I think it's Tatum.
Number 6.
Mm-hmm. Wemby is in there too.
Number 5.
Yeah,
nice
Wemby's
job,
there.
Rob.
I don't know why I didn't think about that.
So we've got about half of them.
Let's see.
There are no Cleveland Cavaliers
what's
in
his
there.
name? No, down in Houston. What's his name?
Jalen Green?
No, the other one, the big Sagoon.
Oh,
Number 8.
Mm-hmm.
really?
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who else is it?
I think Rob's got this.
KD's not there, is he?
He's not.
I'm trying to think. It's who else?
Steph.
No.
I think Brunson might be on that list too.
He's not. Not in the top 10.
Okay.
You're nudging around somebody though that's pretty close to him. Currently leading the league in rebounds.
Oh, Karl-Anthony Towns.
Number 4.
Seriously?
Yeah, he's number 4 on the NBA.
Hey, man, that New York market gave him a boot,
you, man. I tell you. And you said you think there's a Cleveland Cavalier on the list. I think that's probably a safe bet.
Yeah. Spider.
Yeah, number 7, Donovan.
Oh, okay, Spider.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then I said Anthony Edwards because I looked down and saw Anthony, but number 10 is Anthony Davis right now.
Yeah.
And then number 9, Cade Cunningham.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Cade Cunningham?
Which I know.
He's playing well.
He is, but I did not
Well,
expect to see him in the MVP ladder top 10 from the NBA. But so there's your top 10. Nothing too crazy, I don't think, on that list, but a few that I didn't expect. Sengun is playing really well. Cunningham's playing really well, so I get why they're up there. But names we haven't seen on that list so far this season. And Karl-Anthony Towns at number 4 was like, well, all right, making some waves. No awards for Ja Morant, by the way. He was unavailable during the win over the San Antonio Spurs last Friday night. He continues to deal with soreness in his right foot. The injury has plagued him to miss another game. He's missed a total of 18 this season. As a result, he's no longer eligible to compete for any of the NBA's awards per their new regular season awards policy if you miss a certain amount of games. So he can't be in the mix for pretty much anything.
Yeah, him and Luka in the same boat.
Yeah, which I think kind of sucks because comeback player. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he's gotten Memphis back. I mean, think about where Memphis was last season.
But
without him,
technically, could he be? I know you hurt his arm, shoulder. Could he be a comeback player though? You got suspended.
Well, I guess not. So I guess what's the qualification, right? Is it come back from injury, or is it just the fact that I'm not flashing guns on Instagram anymore? You know what I mean? Like what qualifies comeback player? But no awards for Ja. Do you like these rules where it's like if you miss a certain amount of games, you can't win an award? Or
I do.
You do like it? Okay.
I like in the simple fact that if you want to say, oh, I'm an MVP, I'm this and that, now you got to get your ass out there and play.
I like it for MVP.
Yeah.
because I feel like MVP, that's a qualification, is that you are available. But, some of these other ones, I mean, maybe Defensive Player of the Year, yeah, probably. You can't miss a lot of time and win Defensive Player of the Year. But, like, some of these, man, I don't know. Sixth Man of the Year, comeback Player of the Year, that type of thing. I'm not a huge fan. All right, listen, Rob. We're still talking about the playoffs. We're still talking playoffs. Our friends DraftKings are back. We do love DraftKings. They're a great sponsor. They've been with us for a long time. And look, man, if you want to get in on the playoffs action, it's conference championship weekend. You got to do it at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
Scoring touchdowns is key to winning in the playoffs. And you can score big by betting on them at DraftKings, the number one place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Yeah. Place that first bet. Try betting on something simple like a player to go score 6, or go to DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your own pick.
All right. It is conference championship week. Here we go. I don't know how we did last week, but I was big on the Lions. That did not work out for me. That a few things kind of blew up in my face. But here we are. The NFC Championship game. Commanders at the Eagles. Phillies at home. Laying 6. What do you think, guys?
I think, the Commanders are looking pretty good. When you have nothing to lose, like I always say, when you playing with house money, sometimes it just works. And with I don't know the status of Hurt, but I think I'm going with the Commanders in this game. So I take this.
I'm going Commanders.
I know my boy Roosevelt will be upset because he's a big Philly fan, but I'm sorry, Ro.
All right.
Nah, Philly ain't sitting well with me to my Rams were this close. Last drive.
Dude, they were knocking on the door, man. Yeah.
And so, because we were that close and we weren't able to finish the deal, I'm hoping the Rook and Jaden Daniels can go in there and get the job done, because they rolling right now. What they did to Detroit, man.
Let me tell you, I'm with you both. I'm leaning Commanders for the reason of, if Washington can do to Saquon Barkley what they did to Jahmyr Gibbs, and they made it very hard for him to get any footing in that game. He was not. I mean, they didn't let him get off the ball. And if they can do that to Philly, and Hurts is not 100%, then I don't know, man. I think Washington's might be a little upset pick here. So I'm kind of leaning with you guys. All right, AFC Championship game. This is, I think, the best game on the docket by a mile. Bills at the Chiefs. Kansas City's at home laying 1.5. So this is pretty much a pick 'em. What do you think?
Yeah, after watching the way they screwed over my Texans, I'm going with Kansas City. The refs are on
all the memes of the refs in the Kansas City Red have been just brilliant.
You got to roll with the Chiefs, man. I'm just not going against 15 against 11.
Okay, Harp.
Oh, look, it's gonna be a good game, but it's gonna be my homeboy. I'm rolling who I believe is the best quarterback of all time, and that's Pat Mahomes. So
I find it impossible to bet against him now. It's like he finds a way all the time. I'm going Buffalo, because I really want to see somebody knock out the Chiefs. I mean, I'm begging for it. And it's been like ref save after bad call after non-call for the Kansas City this season. So I think Kansas City's going to get there, but I'm going to roll with the Bills, man. I'm pulling Buffalo big time in this one. Well, whoever your pick is and whatever you want to pick, bet the touchdowns, bet all the plays over at our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Yeah, new DraftKings customers can bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code BIGSHOTBOB. That's code BIGSHOTBOB.
You got to say it that way.
Yes, you got to say it that way. Yeah. And for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly, that's new customers to get $200. That's a lot of money when you just bet $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
All right, here we go. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. All right. Question from Kev. Rob, did you see the girl wreck the cart in the walkway of Mercedes-Benz Stadium after the national championship game carrying Ryan Day and Will Howard? It was a classic Austin Powers moment. She drove that little cart straight into the wall and just broke the axle on that joker. They had to run to the field to get out there.
The funny part is, if you look closely, Day had his foot out. He lucky his foot didn't get crushed.
Yeah.
Dude, she took that thing right into the wall and just busted the axle. He wants to know, have you ever wrecked your car or gotten into a really stupid accident? And he includes this. I wrecked my wife's car trying to beat someone else into a parking spot, and she's never let me hear the end of it. So now everything that's like an accident is like is probably like trauma for him. Anytime somebody wrecks a car in any way, it's like, oh God.
First of all, I guarantee that parking spot wasn't worth it because people laugh like, take extra 6 steps. I like to park away anyway. Yeah. I like to park like 2 spaces away from you. Have those carts where you have to return the carts.
I'm that way at the grocery store. I'm like, where's the nearest spot to the cart return?
Exactly, because you need to exercise.
But I really don't care about parking spots. But have you ever wrecked a car or been in a stupid accident?
Yes, I remember I was at it was in high school. My first wreck. I've had 3. My first wreck, I was we was playing around and you know how you do stupid shit before high school, and I ripped my pants. And my buddy said, "Man, just I live a mile from the school," so he says, "Just take my car." And go. All of a sudden, I'll go home, change clothes, and on my way back, there's a stop sign, and there's I'm late for school. I could be late for school because who I was. So I'm going. So all of a sudden, this girl just runs the stop sign, hits me on the passenger sides, and knocks me over into the other thing. And so that was my first accident. I got back to school. My boy Ronnie got arrested. So he's like, "Man, what took you so long?" I said, "Dude, you don't even want to know." He's like, "You wrecked my car?" I'm like, "Yeah, the girl wrecked your car, but good thing is." They the richest family in the city. Oh. So long story short, his car was worth like $3,000. They gave him like a $12,000 check. He's like, "Man, you made me money, so thank you."
You might be the first guy to make money on a car wreck. Good job.
Yeah, so that was my first accident. So
okay. Harp, have you ever had a kind of a weird accident or wreck a car? I got a good one.
Honestly, to be honest, y'all,
no,
I haven't.
Okay, good for you.
Good for you.
Only accident I've ever been in. I was driving we just moved to Georgia from Florida, and I'm driving. My wife at the time had a little PT Cruiser, and I had all 3 boys.
So bad.
I had all 3 boys in the back seat, and we were going. I don't think we were going to like the mall or something. We were just going out, and from Florida. If you know Florida is capital F flat, right? Like it's just flat. Georgia, not so much. So we're coming down out of our apartment complex. There was this big hill that came out of the apartment complex down to the main road. And it wasn't even raining. It was just kind of like lightly drizzling. And there was a speed bump coming down the hill so people didn't fly down the hill at like 100 miles an hour. Well, here I come out of the complex and some lady in front of me slams on her brakes to get over the speed bump because she didn't want to. And I was kind of coming down the hill a little too quick and I hit the brakes and didn't realize, oh, yeah, no, there are hills in Georgia. You hit the brakes coming down a little slippery hill, and guess where you're going? Into the bushes. And car goes off the side of the road and hits a tree. Takes the whole front bumper out. I had to actually physically wedge the bumper off the tree to drive the car back to the parking spot and then take it to a shop and get it fixed and pay out of pocket because I drove it into a stupid tree. And that was the last time I ever drove down a hill with any kind of... I completely forgot. I'm like, I've been in Florida for 10 years, man. Everything's flat. I'm like, you drive as fast, stop as fast as you want. Doesn't matter. Yeah, not in Georgia. Gravity carried me right into a tree. I saw this, and I want to know if you guys knew this because I did not know this. I found a Michael Jordan stat this week, which is weird when you find a stat about a player like Jordan that you just didn't know. Michael Jordan's the only player in NBA history to win an MVP, a scoring title, first team all-defense, an NBA championship, and a finals MVP in the same season. He did it 4 times. He's the only player to ever do it, and he fucking did it 4 times.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things where you look at it and you're like, damn it, really? He was that freaking good, man. He really was.
And it's so weird that you talk about that because that's the one thing they always go to when they says, what player has done this? This is why he's the GOAT, you know? So.
Well, and I'm sick of the GOAT discussion anyway. Because you could make legitimate arguments for probably like 3 or 4 guys. Legitimate, like strong, legitimate arguments. But every now and then you see a stat like that where you're just like, God bless. Like, did you because you were in the league the same time as Mike. So were you indifferent to the Jordan stuff? Did you care, or did you kind of hate his guts because he got all the glory, or did you just respect the fact that he was just that damn good?
I respect the fact he was just that damn good. And first of all, you don't really, I'm the type of person, I don't care because you bring a light to the league and you bring in this bright light that's very beneficial to all the players because now we get more revenue, you know, and that's the whole thing to me. It's all about you bringing more light, more revenue, big fucking deal. Thank you. And a lot of guys who like want to hate on different type of player. I never hated on any players. I'm like, if you're good, you're good. Fuck it. I ain't mad. I might hate on a player like the motherfucker get more money than me and I know I got better stats than him. That's the only time I hate, but I'm not really hating on him. I'm hating on the organization that won't match that money, you know? So
Sure. Yeah, I mean, because there's a lot of guys that played in the Jordan era that are just like, couldn't stand Mike. Oh, he got all the publicity and all that fun. I'm like, yeah, but he was that good. You know, he was that damn good. And you got to have some respect for that, even if you don't like the guy. All right, a couple more questions. Let's wrap it up. A question from Nikki. This is a good question.
Uh-oh.
Is it acceptable to wear another team's jersey or gear as long as it's not a rival of your team? My wife is an Eagles fan. I'm a Bengals fan. My buddies will roast me if I wear an Eagles shirt on Sunday to support her team since my team is out of it. So you're not so now I have this same problem. My wife is a 49ers fan, like die-hard 49ers fan. I don't mind wearing a 49ers shirt if her team's in the Super Bowl and I ain't got any worth of rooting interest for anybody else. I'll wear a 49ers shirt.
Yeah, because
is this against fan code or you know?
It's going to benefit you later. Oh, baby, you wore the jersey we won. It's going to benefit.
Thank you. I'm greasing the proverbial wheel, if you will. You know what I mean? I want to swim in the devil's pool.
I'll say this. I think it's okay as long as it's not a rival team. If it's a rival team,
if you're an Eagles fan, you put on a Cowboys jersey. Oh, no.
Like I'm a Ram fan. I'm not putting on the 49er jersey.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
I'm not putting on it.
It's sacrilege. Yeah.
Not doing it. Just like a Falcons fan is not putting on this. Falcon fan would never put a Saint jersey on their body. No real Falcon fan would.
No.
So, you know, I can even if it's not a rival team, I may not wear the jersey, but I can pull for you. If I ain't got no issue with the team, I can say, yeah, okay. If my wife is a fan of a team that's not a rival, I may or may not wear the jersey, but I'll certainly pull for them. Like, yeah, cool. My wife is a fan of such and such, so I'm going to roll with them.
Like, Rob,
as long as it's not a rival.
You went to Alabama, and your beautiful wife is a big USC person. So, like, do you have USC gear to prop her up, support her a little bit, or no?
I have this one sweater that she gave me, and I wear that. But other than that, I'm not. I'll support them. When she's supporting them?
Yeah, but like if USC's playing in a big game. Like it's like say for sake of argument, lightning strikes, the world ends, and USC's in the national title game. And you'll sport the USC gear?
If they playing someone in the SEC, no.
They're playing Georgia.
No, I'm gonna root for Georgia.
Over your wife's team?
Yes, over my wife's team.
And Georgia's an Alabama rival. What the hell are you doing?
See, he froze up.
Oh, I froze him.
That's what happens.
I froze him. Oh, Candace shut the whole operation down. That happened from across the country. She said, "Shut this shit off now."
Okay, there we are.
Oh, he's back.
Now, so
he's back.
Yeah. Everything over here went. It's like I had a little flicker. I'm like, what the hell
that's because happened? What you said was blasphemous.
Yeah, you said you.
That's Candace somewhere saying,
"Oh, hell no, you don't." Candace in the other room just going, "Flip, turn the internet off." Oh, I don't know what happened, baby.
I tell you this though, I guess one college game that I would love to attend is a USC football game. I would love to attend a USC football game.
I'm saying, man, come on, we'll go. You know, I
That's
can
cool.
get us tickets.
Yeah, come on. It's I think there's like some college football history in there. You know what I mean? Like that's a cool thing to go do. All right, so that's my question to you then. Last question of the show will be, what's your bucket list of places you want to go see a game? Any sport. Is there,
I want to go
like before you go, you gotta go see a game at where?
Yankees in Fenway.
Well, you want to see the Yankees play the Red Sox in Fenway? Is that what you're saying?
Uh-oh, Candy's still messing with the Wi-Fi.
She's still shutting him down, man. She ain't letting him talk. Harp, where do you want to go see a game before you go, man?
Oh man. I want to go see. I would love to sit courtside at a Laker game.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit courtside. I want to sit courtside at the Laker game.
You've never been to a home Lakers game in LA?
No, I've never been to LA.
Oh, you've never been to LA, period.
I've been to the Bay Area, but I've never been to LA.
Oh, all right. Well, Rob, whenever Rob unfreezes, he'll have to hook that up for you. I would like to.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I can hook it up.
Oh, see, he's here. We can't see you, but we can hear you. That's cool.
Yeah.
So you want to go to Fenway?
Come on.
Is what you said?
It won't be. Yeah, I want to go to Fenway. I want to go to Fenway and watch them play the Yankees, though. I don't want to watch.
So you want to watch a classic Red Sox Yankees game at Fenway?
Correct. Like for me, I really want to watch like all the rivalries in baseball, because you know how much of baseball I would love to see the Mets play the Yankees, but at where the Mets play, and I just want. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you on baseball. I want to go to Wrigley in Chicago, just because I think it's like Fenway. You know what I mean? It's like it's the history. There's something like every now and then, like we would get the Braves guys that do the road trips and stuff for the team that would get to go like do the tour of Fenway, and they get to go behind like the board and all that stuff, and up in the Green Monster and all the people that have signed it and all that cool shit. Like I think anywhere I would ever want to do bucket list type stuff would be places where there's just a lot of history. And like Fenway and Wrigley to me are like the two in baseball, because I was lucky. I got to go to the original Yankee Stadium. My dad took me a couple of times when we were kids. So I got to go see a game in the original Yankee Stadium, which I think was super cool. So I got to do Wrigley or Fenway before I go.
Yes, that sounds fun. But I got to do it when it's in the summertime.
No, you ain't getting me in Chicago in a November game. If God forbid they ever play in November, no. Not that the Cubs are playing in a lot of October, November games, but
I do after watching this thing on ballparks. I do want to go to San Francisco just so I can get some of the garlic fries.
just for the garlic. I'm going for the garlic fries.
Just for the garlic fries.
Screw the history. I just want to eat. Yeah.
Exactly.
Good.
Like we should do this show on the road where we go around and see who has the best ballpark food and do podcasts from there.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you're footing that bill, we are in. We are.
We're gonna get a big RV and take us around. No, we go find some sponsors to sponsor.
That's what I was about to say. No, we can do this bigger and make it a sponsored type of thing.
The DraftKings summer bus, the NBA podcast that goes on the road to go to Major League Baseball stadium. Sponsor the most bipolar podcast in radio.
Yeah.
All of sports media.
We talk about basketball sitting in the middle of the field. Now, what is this called? Oh, it's called a home run. Is that equivalent to a 3-pointer?
I don't know why they canceled their sponsorship. I don't get it at all. It makes no sense. Yeah.